Welcome to a journey of discovering Japan, a nation where tradition and modernity blend in a remarkable way, where people live with refinement and unspoken rules. From the bustling streets of Tokyo to the tranquil countryside of Hokkaido, Japan offers a world full of surprises, where every detail is meticulously crafted, from fashion and communication to the smallest daily habits. Did you know that a Japanese person might wear a pair of $100 shoes yet look as unassuming as a convenience store clerk? Or that wearing a black face mask was once considered shady by some? Join me, a journalist passionate about exploring cultures, as we uncover 15 fascinating facts about Japan, from unique habits and lifestyles to strange stories you may have never heard before. Drawing from insights shared by foreigners living in Japan and reliable sources, let's discover what makes the land of the rising sun so special. 1. Understated yet valuable fashion style. Japan is a place where fashion sophistication doesn't rely on ostentation. In rural areas like Higashimurayama or Tokyo's suburbs, the Japanese dress in ways that make it hard to gauge the true value of their outfits. Someone who looks like a convenience store worker in simple Uniqlo attire might be carrying a limited edition Louis Vuitton bag or wearing $700-800 shoes. They use high-end items so naturally, without flaunting, that you might not even notice their designer. This style reflects the Japanese philosophy: sophistication lies in quality, not flashiness. According to a 2023 Japan Times article, Japanese people often favor local brands like Uniqlo and Muji or discreet high-end fashion, pairing them with expensive yet understated accessories. In cities like Tokyo or Osaka, you might spot young people wearing cropped pants, oversized shirts to hide flaws, and chunky sneakers, a style that's both comfortable and age-defying, as noted by an international student. When in Japan, observe how locals coordinate their outfits. You'll see that simplicity doesn't mean cheap, it's an art of balancing aesthetics and practicality. 2. Mask culture and unspoken rules. Face masks have long been integral to Japanese culture, especially before and after the COVID-19 pandemic. But did you know the color of a mask carries meaning? A long-term foreign resident shared that when he wore a black mask to school, his teacher asked, "Why are you wearing a black mask?" For some Japanese, especially older generations, black masks can seem shady or inappropriate in formal settings like schools or offices. They recommend white masks, particularly in government offices, where nearly all staff wear uniform white masks. According to the Asahi Shimbun, 2022, Japan's mask culture dates back to the early 20th century during the Spanish flu. Masks are not just for health but also a symbol of thoughtfulness and respect for others. While mask color restrictions have eased post-pandemic, white masks remain preferred in professional settings for their neutrality and professionalism. When in Japan, notice this habit. A white mask can help you blend in better in formal situations. 3. Getting fired in Japan is extremely difficult. One unique aspect of Japan's labor market is how challenging it is to fire employees. According to sources, Japanese companies rarely say, "You're fired." Instead, they use indirect methods like cutting work schedules, increasing job pressure, or assigning repetitive tasks like photocopying or making tea to encourage employees to resign voluntarily. Per Japan Labor Issues, 2024, Japanese labor laws strongly protect workers. Past lawsuits over wrongful terminations have made companies cautious. For instance, a part-time worker might see their schedule reduced from 4 shifts a week to 1, creating financial pressure to quit. This reflects Japan's culture of avoiding direct confrontation, prioritizing harmony and discreet problem-solving. If you work in Japan, be prepared for these indirect tactics. But rest assured, if you perform well, you'll be valued in a stable, professional environment. 4. Strange corners of Japanese society. Japan isn't just cherry blossoms and sushi. Occasionally, you might encounter bizarre or even unsettling situations. A foreigner recounted being startled by someone rattling their door at night or spotting strangers peering into their home at midnight. While uncommon, these stories highlight a small, quirky side of Japanese society where some individuals exhibit odd behavior. According to The Guardian, 2023, Japan is one of the world's safest countries with low crime rates, but it still faces social issues like isolation, work stress, and occasional unusual behavior from those under societal pressure. Such stories are sometimes exaggerated online for clicks but serve as a reminder to stay cautious even in a safe country. When in Japan, exercise caution, especially in less populated areas. But remember, these experiences are just a tiny part of Japan's rich cultural tapestry. 5. The kawaii voice, charming or annoying. If you've watched Japanese anime, you're familiar with the high-pitched, bubbly voices of female characters. In real life, some Japanese women use a similar, kawaii, cute, voice to communicate. An international student shared that while this voice can feel jarring if heard for too long, it's part of a culture of projecting friendliness and charm. According to Nippon.com, 2024, the kawaii voice stems from Japanese pop culture, particularly anime and idols, where women use high-pitched tones to appear endearing. It's more common among young women or in service industries like restaurants or shops. Some see it as an expression of femininity, while others find it unnatural. When in Japan, listen for this communication style in cafes or stores. It's a fascinating aspect of Japanese culture. 6. Onsen culture and public nudity. Hot spring bathing, onsen, is a cornerstone of Japanese culture, but what's intriguing is how comfortable the Japanese are with nudity in same-sex public baths. A foreigner shared feeling shy during his first onsen visit but eventually grew accustomed to the practice. However, he clarified that this comfort with nudity is strictly limited to bathhouses, contrary to some social media misconceptions. Per Japan Guide, 2024, onsen bathing is a centuries-old tradition for relaxation and connecting with nature. Strict rules apply, like washing thoroughly before entering the bath, and nudity is confined to same-sex spaces. Compared to some European countries with more relaxed public nudity norms, Japan maintains modesty outside bathhouses. When in Japan, don't miss the onsen experience. Embrace the nudity, and you'll find it a deeply relaxing tradition. 7. Comfortable yet refined fashion. Japanese youth love fashion that's both comfortable and sophisticated. An international student noted wearing cropped pants, oversized shirts, and chunky sneakers, a popular style in Japan for its comfort and ability to conceal flaws. He said it makes people look youthful and hard to age. According to Vogue Japan, 2024, Japanese streetwear has influenced global fashion, blending loose clothing with bold accessories. Brands like A Bathing Ape, Comme des Garçons, and Uniqlo shape this trend. In Harajuku or Shibuya, you'll see young people in simple yet unique outfits that express individuality without being flashy. To try Japanese style, invest in quality sneakers and an oversized shirt, you'll blend right in with Tokyo's street crowds. 8. Simple living? Not quite. Many assume the Japanese live simply due to their tendency to rewear clothes or own minimal possessions. However, a foreigner living in Japan noted that this simplicity is superficial. The Japanese invest heavily in their appearance, from perfume and hair gel to men's lip balm. Their homes are also filled with small items, from appliances to decorations. Per the Japan Times, 2023, Japan's consumer culture emphasizes meticulousness and detail. Even trash disposal is complex, requiring sorting into 3 to 4 categories and following strict pickup schedules. This shows life in Japan isn't as simple as it seems but demands discipline and organization. When in Japan, prepare for trash sorting and embrace the locals' organized lifestyle. 9. Japanese ads, what you see is what you get. Japan is known for honest advertising. A foreigner shared that when buying cheese or supplements, the product always matches the packaging perfectly, as advertised. This reflects Japan's focus on quality and precision. According to Ad Age, 2024, Japan's advertising industry follows strict regulations on truthfulness. Brands like Ajinomoto or Yakult ensure products match their ads in size and quality, fostering strong consumer trust. When shopping in Japan, rest assured that what's on the package is what you'll get. 10. Seat-giving culture and its contradictions. Surprisingly, on Japanese public transport, people don't always offer seats to the elderly, pregnant women, or disabled individuals. A foreigner recounted seeing a woman with a child not offered a seat and even had his own offered seat quickly taken by someone else. Per Tokyo Weekender, 2024, seat-giving isn't as common as expected in busy cities like Tokyo, where people are often tired and focused on themselves. However, acts of kindness are more frequent in rural areas. When riding trains in Japan, observe and consider offering your seat. It's a small way to respect local culture. 11. Disciplined yet flexible work culture. The Japanese are renowned for workplace discipline, but they also show flexibility. For example, companies host namakai, after-work drinking parties, to bond, but employees can decline without judgment. Per Nikkei Asia, 2024, Japan's work culture is evolving, with more companies allowing remote work and flexible hours. However, pressure to perform remains high, especially in tech and finance. If working in Japan, balance discipline with flexibility to integrate smoothly. 12. The refinement of Japanese cuisine. Japanese cuisine goes beyond sushi and ramen. From crispy tempura to meticulously arranged bento boxes, every dish reflects care. A foreigner was impressed by the presentation, even at casual eateries. Per Michelin Guide Japan, 2024, Japan has the most Michelin-starred restaurants globally, but street food like okonomiyaki, savory pancakes, or takoyaki, grilled octopus balls, is equally delightful. When in Japan, try a kaiseki meal, haute cuisine, to experience culinary refinement. 13. Traditional and modern festivals. Japan hosts unique festivals, from Hanami cherry blossom viewing to Tanabata light festivals. An international student described joining Kyoto's Gion Matsuri, where massive floats parade through the streets. Per Japan National Tourism Organization, 2024, festivals are not just for fun but also for community bonding. The Obon Festival, honoring ancestors, is a key event. When in Japan, join a festival to feel its vibrant, meaningful atmosphere. 14. Cost of living in Japan. Living in Japan isn't cheap, but the quality of life justifies the cost. An international student estimated Tokyo's living expenses at $2,503,000/month, including rent, $1,000 for a small apartment, food, and transport. Per Numbeo, 2024, Japan's living costs are about 20% higher than the US, but you get a safe, clean, and modern environment. Public transport, like the Shinkansen, is a worthwhile expense for its convenience. If planning to live in Japan, budget carefully and enjoy its high-quality lifestyle. 15. Community spirit and discipline. The Japanese are known for their community spirit and discipline. From orderly queuing to maintaining public cleanliness, everything is done with respect. A foreigner recalled seeing Japanese fans clean a stadium after a soccer match, a rare sight globally. Per BBC, 2024, this spirit stems from Japan's education and collective culture. Children learn early about community responsibility, from cleaning classrooms to participating in social activities. When in Japan, respect the rules and embrace the communal spirit, you'll feel the difference. We've just explored 15 fascinating facts about Japan, from refined fashion and mass culture to quirky societal corners. Japan isn't just a travel destination, it's a lesson in balancing tradition and modernity, individuality, and community. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you want to dive deeper into any topic, leave a comment with the corresponding number. I'll share more intriguing stories. See you on the next adventure.